Hi everyone, Joe here. Well, we're continuing to review and explore the 18 principles of U squared that are so necessary in creating a quantum leap. And principle number 13 is going to seem a little counterintuitive, or at least counter to our logical thinking, but it is absolutely essential to a quantum leap and to sustaining incremental and expansive quantum leaps. So this principle, and this step, number 13, is called seek failure. And I can just hear you cringe. I don't want to do that. I want success. But you know, when you were an infant, you learned to walk by falling down, and that was not a failure. You would just get right back up. In fact, sometimes you'd laugh, sometimes you'd cry, but you got back up and started again. You learned to ride a bike by either falling off or being wobbly, and it wasn't perfect, but that's how you learn. And even take a look at sports. People learn by failing, don't they? Nobody's perfect out there to begin with, unless there's some, I don't know, they've got some magic in them. But even someone, take baseball for instance, even someone who has a high strikeout average can also be the home run guy. I mean, he can have such statistics in home runs that they're off the charts, but he also strikes out a lot. Babe Ruth did that. But, that is not a failure. That is not considered a failure, is it? So sometimes it's absolutely essential. So this is what a quantum leap looks like in terms of seeking failure according to Price Pritchard. So sorry about that. This is what Price Pritchard thinks about seeking failure. Quantum leaps demand a willingness to make mistakes. You cannot hold up in the safe zone of behavior when you have beaten the odds of failing. An unwillingness to counter defeat or run into problems outlaws quantum leaps. You make them completely unavailable to you unless you're willing to have some mistakes. Unless you allow yourself to make mistakes, to fail, you will never have the opportunity to test the limits of what you are really capable of accomplishing. You must realize that if you are experiencing difficulties, problems, or pain, you probably have aimed too low. You've leveled off in your growth and achievement. You're probably far from reaching your limits, and everything looks like a failure in the middle. But that's the middle, and there's so much more to go. So don't give up. Don't give up if you're in the middle and it looks like you've failed. There's so much more to go. Don't give up. Don't give up if you failed in love, if you failed in money, if you failed in business, and anything else. Don't give up. There might be a dark chapter in your life, but that isn't the whole book. That isn't the whole book. So don't ever give up. That is not an option. Quitting is not an option. It just isn't, particularly if you want a quantum leap. I have a mentor who has a multitude of degrees and achievements, and some of these are really, really high achieving things that she's done. But in her bio, she states all of these things and academically, but the two favorite ones that she says that her two favorite degrees are her two black belts, and one is in success, and the other is in failure. So here's to you, your new black belt. Make it a great day.